What's up, everybody? Big D coming at you from the 505 Summer Lounge, a.k.a. the Winter Wonderland. Man, I've been getting tired of all this stupid smoke or snow and all this other crap. Man, I'm ready for it to end. But I do digress. Make sure, can everybody see and hear that's out there? Just check out everything. Make sure everything looks good on our end so that way you all can enjoy the programming that's about to come to you tonight. All right. Looks like we're having issues on Facebook. We'll have to look at that one a little later. Well, I'll take care of that while I introduce the guests. But for those of you watching over on YouTube, welcome everybody. And thank you all for showing up. I've got a great show tonight. I'm excited about my guest. Of course, you know, he's an entrepreneur. He's the owner of a brand. He's the master of wearing the ratchety, ratty, dirty ass hoodies out there. But before I bring him on, reminder, in the link pinned in the comment section there, I got my link to my advertisers and sponsors. Go show them some love. They help keep the content train rolling over here. They help support. Help and support them. Go buy something. I got my preferred retail shops there. If you're looking for accessories, I got you covered. There's promo codes in there to save you coinage. So, you know, I've got you covered on all angles, no matter where you want to be. So, without further ado, let's bring on the guest who's going to be sitting in the hot seat tonight. We bring on the one, the only, from Divine Leaf Cigars, Orlando Gee.
What's up? What's up? Hey, buddy. How y'all doing out there? You know.
What's up, man?
Hey, man. Nothing at all, man. Just having a really great time, man. That's all. I ain't doing much at all. Just enjoying life. That's it.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I ain't got no ratchet hoodie on today.
I know. You don't have that ratchet ass hoodie on. Not dusty. Not full of holes. You know.
Hey, listen. That's my wear around the house shirt, man. I be wearing it around the house and my workout. You know, all that.
Yeah. Well.
You know.
Okay, well, we'll give you a pass today. So, for people out there who may not know who you are or maybe new to what you do, I'll hand it over to you to introduce yourself to the people out there while I get my cigar lit and try and figure out why Facebook doesn't want to show our video.
Well, go ahead. For people who don't know me, my name is Orlando. You can call me OG2. I am the CEO and master blender of Divine Leaf Cigars out of Nicaragua, Esteli. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I just make cigars. I love it. It's a beautiful thing, you know. I light them up and enjoy life, you know, and we have a good time.
And when did you found the company?
The company was founded in the early 2000s. So how I got started making cigars, I fell in love with cigars. I've been smoking cigars since I was about 15, 16 years old with my grandfather. We sat around and he lit up cigars. And I love the smell of them. And, you know, that's how I got started. And then I stopped smoking cigars for a little while and I picked it back up when I was like in my early 20s. And, you know, and I'll fast forward to how the company got started. I had been looking for someone to blend my cigars for me. Just for myself, for personal reasons. I wouldn't really want to start a brand. That's not how this started. I was just making personal cigars that I like because there was a lot of stuff on the market I didn't like and a lot of stuff I did like. And I was just looking for the sweet spot. So I had called a couple other companies and they gave me some outrageous numbers. I mean, I was like, there ain't no way in hell I'll give you that kind of money to make a cigar. You done lost your rabbit ass mind. So, so happened I was with my Rotary Club and we were going down to Nicaragua to do some business and to do some community service. And I started the cigar club called the Cigar Whores and on Facebook. And I got probably like 100 something thousand members. It's crazy. Whatever it is right now, it's stupid. And I started meeting guys in Nicaragua and we just started talking back and forth. And when I found out I was going there, I contacted with one of my good friends down there, Jay, and we became friends. His son lives in LA. I live in Fresno, California. for my birthday, he sent me some cigars and some rum. So he had his son send them to me. I smoked the cigars. They were great. And he was like, yo, you want to blend some cigars? You know, I got a little small factory here. And I said, hell yeah. So I go in, I send in my blends. I made like 5,000 cigars. And I was like, well, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get this back home, but hell, I'm going. And so I skipped another important part of the story, but we'll talk about that later. So I'll just kind of cut the story down because it's long. So I fly over, I make some sample cigars. We over there doing community work in Nicaragua. And then as I come back home, I got 5,000 cigars in an Adidas bag. I got an Adidas duffel bag. Y'all can't see my arms, but it's huge. I got a huge Adidas duffel bag. So I'm getting ready to go through customs. They put my stuff through. And so if you ever been out of the country, you know, you can declare something, you declare what you declare, but you can't declare 5,000 cigars. But I didn't. But I declared what I had. So the guy, my bag come out, I'm walking, the guy says, you was in Nicaragua like 20 days. What were you doing there? I was like, I was doing my father's work. So he said, bless you, my son. And I walked through, I was sweating like a hooker in church with no drawers on when I was talking to that dude. I had all these cigars in my bag. I was like, oh, I'm going to jail today. So fast forward that I brought a lot of cigars home, and then I was smoking it myself, and people was like, man, what you smoking? You know? And I was like, man, there's some blends I made in Nicaragua, and I start handing them out. And then people start trying to buy them. I was like, dog, these ain't for sale. These for my personal use, you know? And then people just start saying, yo, man, you got to go ahead and start. So I called Jay back up. I said, yo, Jay, I need like another 5,000 cigars. He said, what happened? I said, man, I gave them all away, and people start buying them. And he was like, man, you need to start putting labels on these cigars that you blend. And I was like, man, I ain't doing that shit. This is just for fun. This is fun. It's all good. And then like 2 weeks later, I sold out again. 5,000 cigars gone. And I was like, what the hell going on? So I did that for like almost a year and a half, almost 2 years. Like craziness, just real crazy. I was selling cigars quickly. And I was just stacking money up, and I was like, okay, cool. And so one day, like 2 years into it, I called Jay back, and I was like, man, I wonder how many cigars I sold like in the last 2 years. He said, oh, don't worry about it. I got that. I got the number. He goes to the book. He said, you ordered 100,000 cigars in the last 2 years, and you sold them all. He said, just imagine if you had brand recognition and you put some labels on it. And I was like, fuck it, let's go. So that's how Divine Leaf started. Yeah. It started just by me having fun and blending cigars and having a good time. Yeah, definitely.
That's how a lot of good things start in life is it's just, you know, taking a little bit of that hobby and passion and then just wanting to have a good time. And then all of a sudden you're like, I think I'm onto something. Maybe I can make a little bit of cash. Yeah, definitely. I'm still having fun. Sometimes it feel like work. It do. I swear it do. Sometimes it feel like work. I'm not gonna even act like it don't. You know, when people be mad about not getting it, you didn't see it. When people mad about not getting their Divine Leaf and the stock is out, you seen how they act. RS, you know, Chevalier, Ray. I can start naming a whole bunch of people. I mean, we can't take what Chevalier says seriously. Not when a man is out there with his medium-sized shirt, wearing his white capris. You know, I can't take that kind of man seriously.
Oh shit! Yeah. No, man. Some days it's just crazy. It's crazy around here, you know. So, you know, we're in a bunch of lounges, and you know, we headed to big retail box stores. You know, it's just I just never thought it would be like this. I was just having fun. It just happened like.
But you got that dog, that grind in you, where you weren't gonna get into it if you didn't feel like you had a chance to succeed. That's the
no, not at all. Not at all. I you know, it took me a long time to get to this point about how blends are really perfected, having it taste the same every time you light it. Like we went through some ebb and flows just because we were so new, and you know, and I'm such a perfectionist on how we do things, because by trade, I'm a chef. So I went to culinary school. I was a chef, so I'm really particular about what stuff should taste like. So that was part of the problem was me. So but it's actually like we got probably about 30 blends right now. So and I just kind of pushed a lot of it back just to hold it for certain things. And we kind of shortened the line because it was a lot. At the beginning, I was blending everything. I was using all kind of exotic tobacco. I was just going nuts. I was spending all kind of seam kind of money. It was ridiculous. And then I was like, wait a minute, I got to push this. I got to push this like this. So, yeah. And then I started using my marketing skills and stuff that we do and my business sense and start really crunching them back down so we could have, a sensible amount of cigars that people can really identify with and smoke and love. And so I kind of let the people decide what we make all the time, because what they smoke and what we sell the most of, that's what we make, and then some people upset about some stuff that we don't make anymore. And they was like, yo, why you don't make that no more? I was like, just don't worry about it. Just relax. It'll come back. It may be a special box when we make or something, So it's an advantage to have a lot of blends, and it's a disadvantage to have a lot of blends too as well, because you put stuff out that people really like, and then you take it away, and then they lose their damn mind, And so, but you can always bring it back as the same thing, as a special edition or whatever we decide to do. So that's a good thing about having a lot of blends that's ready to go at a moment's notice. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel that with having as many blends out as you have now and what you're doing, you may be overextending yourself a little bit?
No, that's why I kind of shrink it down. So the core line is the OG that you're smoking now. We have the Toro line, we have the Divine Puro, and then we have the Triple OG, but that's only a special edition cigar that you can get at events. When you show up to our events, you get that special cigar. It's only one shop in the world that carries that cigar, and I was stricken by the owner. That's my big brother, so that's why he carried it, because that's one of his favorite cigars. So we kind of just, and then we have the Kiss of Death that everybody loves to smoke. And that's just about it right now. Look, we kind of just shortened that. And then we have the Czar 1 and 2. And that's it. And we kind of shrunk that line like this, just because it was just so much. It was just too much. It was too much at a time, So, yeah. So I hadn't made a new cigar this year. I told myself I'm not making a new cigar in 2024 at all. I may make one at the beginning of 2025 because I got some ideas, but no new cigars for Divine Leaf will come out in 2024. I'm focusing on our core line, making sure it's perfect, making sure it's good, and make sure it smoke well. Yeah.
So this is basically your everyday job, day-to-day operations is running this company.
Well, I have another business, but we ain't gonna talk about that one. But yeah,
I got you.
Yeah,
good. That's it.
Yeah,
I get it. It's selling used ratty ass hoodies. I got you.
Yeah. No. So like Divine Leech is one of my is my labor of love, for real. It's definitely my labor of love. And then my other job. My other company helps Divine Leaf in the labor of love. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got one of your disciples have decided to show up in there, Maisha.
What's up, my Mike?
What's up, Bill? Good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
So everything comes out of one factory in Nicaragua.
Yes.
Consider, or do you look at maybe expanding out, working with other factories? Are you happy with what you have with these guys now?
No, so well, I'm a co-owner of the factory in Nicaragua, so no, we ain't moving nowhere.
So this is the operation. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, it's the operation.
Yeah, the factory. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Because
you want to use that, so.
Well, because people don't understand, like in Nicaragua, you got to have someone that's someone that lives there, and then y'all become co-owners of the factory. So me and my boy Jay, we've been friends for a long time. I'm the godfather of his children. So, that's my guy. So, and then we grow the tobacco. We grow all the filler that's inside the Divine Leaf tobacco. So we got at least 8 or 9 Mensada. So yeah, we good. Yeah.
All right. So we're smoking here. I've got this gorgeous, hard pressed, uh, barber pole.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
I can't think of words. Words are hard for me today.
That's all right.
So we got this gorgeous barber pole on it.
It is pretty.
I am a whore for a barber pole, so you can see that's what I'm smoking on tonight.
So that's the OG2 blue barber pole box press, 6x60, Nicaraguan filler, Maduro wrapper, and a little bit of Ecuadorian Connecticut on there. Yeah. That's where that sweetness comes from.
It has a very deep and bold punch to flavor coming. I mean, it's very nice. I mean, it's not like it's a overpowering heavy duty cigar. It's just the flavors, they punch the tongue.
Yeah. So that's what I like about it too as well. Like, it's not really overpowering. If I want to smoke something heavy, I'll go to the Kiss of Death. But this is something like an everyday stick that got a nice little sweet flavor to it. It has great smoke that come out of it. I love the flavors. It's like a gumbo in your mouth. That's what I call it, because it tastes so good, and it doesn't. And the tobacco has been aged for about 5 years inside of it, so it's really smooth, and it smells great actually. Yeah, I was. Now you're gonna see. Look, now you're gonna make me put my other cigar down and light this up.
Yeah, I mean, you can do both at the same time.
Yeah, I am. I'm a cigar horse, so I can manage that. I can manage that.
It's the thing, barber poles. I tend to the two sticks I tend to go to are barber poles and anything Oscuro, and they are both very. I find that when done right, they're fantastic. They taste great. Everything about them, but a lot of brands seem to screw up the blend because they're putting the focus too much on one thing over the other.
Well,
I think that what I'll say here, from what I'm getting just from this initial start on this, is that the blend is good because the filler is really kind of in this first part for me right now, shining as the superstar. You're giving me the intake. You're letting me taste this filler as I'm digging down deeper. And so I like that, sweet, spicy, earthy, very nice, retro, not heavy, but does take a little tweedle on its way out. Aromatics, gorgeous on the aromatics. So if this is a cigar that was meant to showcase the blends as a whole throughout and tell that story of the blends, get really based upon what you said filler wise, it's gorgeous. The filler, I'm really picking up more of that filler now off this first part than I am anything else.
So for me, when I blend this cigar, I was just thinking about it. So this cigar used to come in a smaller size. It was a Perfecto, and the Perfecto, you really couldn't taste the filler. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop making these songs, bitches. Because I don't like the way the filler though. And then me and Jay talked a little bit about it, and I said, look, I want a 6x60 box press. I want to box press it because I know I want the oils to really showcase what we do and how we grow our tobacco and what it tastes like and that kind of thing. And the binder that we use, I want all that to be taste. I said the wrapper is gonna be the last thing they taste on this thing, because I want it to be so full of flavor that people love to smoke the cigar. And it's one of those great things. So we made this cigar 3 times and we finally got it right.
Yeah, it tastes fantastic right off the bat on that. Now that you've seen over the last few years the success that you've had with the brand and getting out there and you popping up here and there on social media to roast your bros, Where have you felt that you've seen the biggest increase in people finding you from? Is it doing interviews? Is it going on lives? Is it you going out and just promoting, just showing up at a lounge going, I want to set up and do a cut and light?
Well, my favorite thing is cutting lights. I love to be around people, the people who smoke our cigars, so I can tell the story. I think that's the most important thing for a producer. Well, I don't call myself a boutique brand. I call myself Custom Craft Cigars because that's what we do. We make custom craft cigars for the people, and we try to make them affordable for the people. So that's what I do. So I think the most important thing to me is showing up at a lounge, doing a cut and light, let people mingle with me. We have a conversation, because I think if you don't smell like the people don't want to fuck with you. You know, I mean, they buy big box brands because they know big box brand. So I think the grassroots thing is always something that you have to do. So we grew organically. Like how I got in the American Whiskey Magazine was crazy. I was at an event. I was doing a cut and light at an event. And the lady came up and I didn't know who she was. I had no clue. She started asking me questions. She was smoking my cigar. She said she enjoyed it. I gave her my phone number. We started becoming friends. We talked. And as we talked, she interviewed me. I don't know if she interviewed me. I had no clue who the hell the lady is. We just have a conversation. And then before I knew it, I was in American Whiskey Magazine. I said, how the hell that happened? What the hell just happened? But that's, sometimes you just got to be in the right place at the right time. And stuff happens, Mm-hmm.
With the advancements in social media now, though, that grassroots movement of getting your brand out there, more people being able to see it, far greater than it was even 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. When I started the channel 5 years ago, which was to showcase the small brands, the brands that you don't ever go to that side of the humidor when you go to the shop. That was my whole goal, was to get people to go out there. And I noticed that within the last 5 years, the growth that's out there, whether some of that be a result of the pandemic or whether some of that be a result of more people are starting to come out of their shell in regards to wanting to have good quality smoke, because why get the same old from the big old brands? You're not getting anything different. You're not getting anything unique from them.
No, because they're gonna stay with their same old pattern that they use to sell cigars. And I think what makes us so unique that we grow our own tobacco, number one. And number two, we love to use different kind of tobaccos. But like for me, if I can't get my hand on that tobacco regularly, I'll make it a special edition. And once I'm sold out, I'm sold out. Because I don't want to ever trick the people and say, hey, this is what you're going to get. And then make another cigar that don't taste nothing like it and put a label on it. I don't do that. Because that's not, because you know why I don't do that?
What? Come on now.
No, I'm going to tell you why I don't do it. Because I'm a cigar smoker.
Yeah,
like I'm a cigar smoker. And when I buy something and I go back and it don't taste the same, I'm upset as hell. I'm mad as hell. To this day, like when I go to shops and I buy stuff that I like to smoke and it don't taste the same, I'll be like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Well, but you also get from a lot of these big brands, their brand new stick that they came out with is just a recycled stick of something that didn't move on shelves. And that's why we're going to slap a new band on it and tell you it's a new one. Hey, there you go.
Hey, you said it, not me.
Like, I think we all know it happens. We all know. You're an industry guy. You know.
I do know. Yeah, I know. I didn't see it. Yeah,
but
I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna say where. But I've seen it.
That's right. And look, I'm not gonna mention a very big, prominent name in the industry. Back in the early 2000s, got busted because got busted by his own fans who love his stuff so much and go, this tastes just like this cigar that they took off the shelves last year. And they just put a new band on it. And he goes, oh, well, they got mixed up in the factory. That was his excuse.
Come on, stop that. You don't never get nothing mixed up in the factory because it's all labeled and it's all, never mind. I'm going to leave that alone,
Look at that. RS has shown up, so we were talking about you earlier, RS, so.
What's up, R?
You know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
and I make cigars, and the great thing is I make cigars for other people too, as well. And none of these cigars taste like mine. They don't taste nothing like I make. Because it's their cigar. So we have conversations about what you want your cigar to taste like, and we do that. We make sure it tastes like that. It's not something that we pulling off the shelf. It's made fresh, from scratch, and we try to make sure we get it right. And if we don't get it right, we'll go back to the drawing board again. Let's go. That's just kind of how I am. So
we'll come back to where we were at here in a second, but I took the band off. I was wondering if you could explain out the symbols on your band out there.
Okay, so the crown. So the crown is for king. The OG2 is king. So OG2 is my initials. Like those are my initials for real. Like OG, like people see the initials, that's original gangster. I just let them think that. No, those are my initials. So this cigar was made for me. So the first version of these cigars have my picture on it. Hilarious. If you find one of them and you get it, I'll give you $100 for it. Because I smoked them all. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. I know they're out there somewhere. Somebody got one. I know they do. They got cigar conservationists around the world. Hoard cigars like my boy Mo in Bahrain. If you watch it, I'm talking about you. So I had to tell it. So yeah. So and the gold is it's just a color coordinate I like for the blue and gold to recognize the different cigars. So we got the OG2 red, we got the OG2 black, we got the OG2 white. Yeah. So we got a lot of different. Oh, and the anchor is that I'm anchored down to the earth. Yeah, okay. I'm anchored down to the earth. Yeah.
I like that.
I try to stay.
The designs on the band caught my eye first and foremost. So
I did all those. Yeah.
So that's why I asked it, because as I was looking at it as I was smoking, and I decided to peel the band off just because I wanted to get a better look at the design on the band, and it's eye catchy because the anchor catches your eye. The crown really brings you in. So that was I was just curious on that part.
No. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, those are some of my favorite things. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So back to where we're at. So you manufacture for some other smaller brands out there. You help them set up with the blend that's custom. It's nothing similar to what you have. You're not giving them dead stock off the shelf.
Oh hell no, we ain't even got no. Only stuff they got on the shelf is Divine Leaf, what they make, and then they can ship it to me. Hurry if I need it. Yeah, that's it. That's the only things on the shelf. Everything else is freshly made.
Nice. So, has that been a good side part to the brand? Is being able to manufacture for other people?
I love it, but it's a pain in the ass sometimes. Just sometimes, not all the time. Just sometimes, just like anything else. Just because, sometimes you run across people who don't really understand what's going on and how these cigars are processed. And some people think it's an overnight thing. And I was like, hey, they got humans rolling these cigars by hand. These cigars is not being made by a fairy. It ain't going poo-poo. It ain't made by a machine. These are all made by hand. So, you got to be patient, especially when you're doing a new blend. Because the thing is, it has to be right. I'm trying to get it right the first time, so you won't be complaining about what happens. I know. I'm just being honest. Look, people think that this is now sprinkles of fairy dust. Poof, we got a cigar.
Man, look at that. She's Science Bay, Dr. Paris. Good to see you. Good to see you, Dr. Paris. Love when you pop in. Out there. Yeah. It is a process, and I think it's a process out there that a lot of people don't get or understand how long it takes. It is not, very rarely is it, you hit it day one, and you're like, that's it, we're good. The time it takes.
Yeah.
This tastes good now. What does it taste like in 6 weeks? What does it taste like in 4 months? The process is out there. It just isn't, ready to go. This isn't like some of those brands out there that are selling you fresh rolls, and they taste like roll.
I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this with you. I'm not gonna do this with you at all. I got in trouble the last time I did this, so I'm gonna stay out of trouble. Yeah.
I'm not saying any names. I am not naming any brands out there.
It's a lot of them.
Hey, that's right. There's a lot of them out there. There's one that's a huge. Well, I wouldn't say they're huge. They're just overpriced.
Listen.
That nice fresh roll for $80.
About 70%. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Yep, that's it. I ain't gonna say nothing else, D. That's all I'm gonna say. It's about 70%. Hey, maybe your favorite cigar it is. It ain't Divine Leaf though.
No, because look, one, I can taste. I'm tasting the difference in your tobacco than I would get in a lot of big brands, and I noticed that. I've noticed at least the last 3 years. Really, the last 3 years, that the quality of the tobacco in the smaller brands is superseding what the big guys are putting out in the quality of their tobacco.
I agree.
I've some of the brands early on, 15, 20 years ago, yeah, you could taste it and there was a difference, but a lot of them, yeah, they're going through they're giving them the rat shit. To make their stuff. You can tell the quality's not there. Yeah. But now I think the education process with a lot of these smaller brands out there, they're doing their research. They want certain types of tobacco. They want the certain quality of tobacco, and the taste is there. And honestly, the taste in this, it has a higher quality taste. I can taste the soil quality. I honestly, the soil, the minerals, the soil quality is fantastic.
So we grow 3,000 above sea level too. So yeah. And we grow coffee on the. I was about to say the plantation, but we grow coffee on the farm.
Okay.
So we grow coffee. We grow coffee on the farm too as well. So you get a little nice soil turnover when you're growing coffee too, and then the coffee beans fall into the soil, make it a little bit more richer. Sure. Yeah. So it's all about live compost as well. So we do a good job in that.
What's your turnaround time on your lots? Is it 2 or 3 years between grows on it?
Well, yeah, because we have 8 Mensadas. So, if we grow on this Mensada the first year, we'll turn it over and grow something else on it. So we can turn the soil over. Like we'll grow sweet potatoes, or we'll grow sugar cane or something on that lot just to turn it over. And then the next lot, we still growing tobacco. Like we'll grow it out. Yeah.
For those of you watching and what he's talking about on the turnaround, to keep the soil quality at the highest, the mineral quality, growing other high nitrate thing, fruits, vegetables, coffee, beans in that soil, all right, we're using quadrant 1 this year to grow our stuff. And then quadrant 2 next year, quadrant 3 the year after. But in those years, coffee's growing, beans are growing, coca's growing, high nitrate stuff that replenishes all of that nutrients in the soil. Instead of every single year planting tobacco, which destroys
and a lot of people don't know tobacco is the kind of plant that picks up everything that's in that soil. Mm-hmm. So if we grew, some of this tobacco is sweeter than others, just because if we grew sweet potatoes in that thing at that year, you'd be like, damn, this tobacco's sweet as shit, because it's picking up that stuff, the sweet potato. So it just depends on how it is. And then sometimes we have to age that tobacco a little bit so it can calm the fuck down, so it won't be tasting like we put sugar in our stuff. Because people say, you got to put sugar in here. I was like, no, we don't. No, why the hell are we putting sugar in tobacco? What the fuck are we doing? Because it'd be sweet. So I just think that, and we use natural compost too, so we try to compost every time we undo it. So we compost it with fresh coffee and We use some parts of sugar cane, parts of, the sweet potatoes we grown. We put it in the compost and we throw it out there in the lane. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Do you sell your coffee?
Yes. Something funny. So listen. So we got a cup. They've been begging me to do coffee for like 3 years now. And so I just hadn't done it because now I got to get another import-export license to bring it in. I just don't want to be bothered. That's the only reason I ain't did it. But I get you some. Hey, when I go to Nicaragua, I'll bring you some back.
Yeah, it's just other than the pain in the ass of having to do all the legal paperwork, it's just continual adding of a revenue source to what you all.
Yes. Yeah.
Out there.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something funny. The logo's already done too for the coffee. How about that? maybe at the end of this year.
You sent me here a whole variety of cigars. I kind of want to go over some of them here for the people who may be watching.
Yes, coffee.
And you may be interested in wanting to pick some of these delicious fermented dead plant matter up for your mouth hole. Maybe give you a little idea of what we're looking at. So what can we talk about here? The parental advisory.
Oh, so that's the kiss of death. So that is a Scuro wrapper, full body cigar with 6 to 8 lajeros inside. If you don't smoke, you shouldn't smoke that cigar. That's why the parental advice. So I grew up in the 90s with rap CDs coming out with that on there. So my idea was to put a skull on it and put the parental advisor sticker on it. So to let you know that cigar ain't bullshitting. Yeah.
Oscuro's my mistress. All right. Look,
but
Cameroon's my wife. But every now and then I get that "you up" text from Oscuro, and Cameroon just knows. So you're just gonna have to wait. I'll be back to you though, girl. I'll be back.
You're gonna love that. You're gonna love that stick. Then it ain't gonna be super strong to you because you smoke it all the time. But people who don't smoke that all the time, yeah, it'll knock you out. Ain't that right, Maisha? Ain't that right, Maisha?
Oh, Maisha. All right, next we have another barber pole here. The Toro.
Yeah, that Toro is a labor of love. That bad boy, it has a really nice sweet taste. It tastes like sugar cane. It's a hell of a cigar. Yeah, you're gonna love that. Look, I'm gonna tell you the best thing you do. You buy a 20-pack, and you can smoke all of them. Yeah.
And what's the?
And you pick out what you like.
What's the big difference between this barber pole and that barber pole is?
So this right here is a little bit more earthy, more full flavor, and that's a little bit more on the sweeter side. So this cigar, this right here have a little bit of otepe in it. You taste a little spicy in there. That's the otepe that's in there. So that one doesn't. That one just has that's a Nicaraguan puro. So everything in that cigar and everything on that cigar came from Nicaragua.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right. Next we have the OG2 White Band.
Yes. So that's a Connecticut, very mild, very sweet tasting, very creamy, great with coffee in the morning. The Ecuadorian Connecticut is a different kind of Connecticut that I use because I like the way it tastes. It's very mild. It's very sweet tasting. So if you're a beginner cigar smoker, you'll love that.
All right. Next, we have the OG2 Red Label.
That's a great Habano cigar. People who love Habano, they love the shit out that cigar. I can't even keep that in stock. That shit goes so fast it make my head hurt. Yeah.
I do love a good Habano here. We have the Czar.
Okay. Take it out and look inside. Turn it around. Tell me what you notice about that cigar when you take it out.
It's a half-ass looking Perfecto.
No. So that's an Interbar. So an Interbar was created in Cuba. So she said, yes, Lord, everybody go crazy. So an Interbar was created in Cuba. So I took a trip to Cuba and I saw that cigar and I smoked that cigar. And I was in Cuba for maybe like 2 weeks. and I had a chance to talk to a master blender. We had a really great conversation. So that cigar has a Ligero all the way through it. That's what that little sticky is. It's Ligero all the way through the interbar. So when you light it up, you get a really bold flavor from the filler and the Ligero and the wrapper all at the same time. Yeah, it's a beautiful cigar. I love that. Oh my goodness, that's one of my favorites too.
Right.
Mine too, Maisha.
All right, the Toro white label here, a small one, the little shorty Connecticut.
Oh yeah. That's a medium body Connecticut, Ecuadorian Connecticut again. Medium body, really nice. Still cream, a lot of cream smoke when you smoke it. Yeah.
Same blend.
Different blend. Yeah.
And then you talked about it there, the Divine Puro.
Oh, the Divine Puro. This is a 48 by 40. I'm smoking that, and I'm smoking the OG2 Blue. So the Divine Puro is made because I travel a lot, and sometimes I don't have a long time to sit down to smoke a cigar, and I love a school roll just like you. So this is a full body 4.5 by 48.
Love it. Out there. Oh, yeah.
And you know what? You really get to taste the wrapper and the filler shine in this cigar because it's so small. Mm-hmm. The orange. Yeah, it's an orange band. Those are the stock, man, because everybody wanted them motherfuckers. Everybody bought the hell out of them. So it's coming back. So they're going to be twins.
There you go.
See? You see what I was just talking about? Remember we talked about that, about the cigars, about how people like certain things and they put in where they're at and they put in the chat.
It's there. Right. But it's also RS because, you know.
Mm-hmm. No, that's somebody else. Oh, that's T.
No, that's RS.
T.
Yeah, that's
no,
RS.
That's T down there. I can't see RS chat. So that's
That's RS.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know who talking. I can't see, but everybody's talking about that cigar because everybody likes it. So, you know, somebody's cigar disappear and they're like, "Oh, where my cigar at?" Yeah, it's coming back.
How many events do you do throughout the year?
Oh my goodness! So last year alone, I want to say we did 15 events. It was mayhem. This year, my first event is in August, and I'll be in Oklahoma City. Yeah, that's my first event. It's in Oklahoma City, and then the mayhem starts. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to Vegas for PCA, and I'm doing something at Tap and Ash. So yeah.
Well, I'll be there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll see you. I'll see you there, sir. We can smoke together and have a good time.
That's right. I'll be there.
Yes, I'll be there too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, and I love Tap and Ash. It's probably one of my favorite lounges in the country.
I do too. The people are great. The people are great.
What night's your event at Tap and Ash?
You asking the wrong person. I just know I'm going.
I bet you if you go on Tap and Ash's website, they probably got it listed on there in their event section.
Yeah, something like the 25th or something like that. The 23rd, 24th, or 25th of this month, something like that.
Okay.
Don't quote me because I ain't the dude that make the schedule. I ain't the one. That's Ramona. Ramona does all that for me. So me, I just show up.
Yeah, Tap and Ash is great. If you've never been to it in Vegas, it is probably the best lounge in Vegas, and it is probably one of my favorite lounges in all of the United States.
Hey, and make sure you get the old fashioned. It's fucking bomb.
They do a great job there. The vibe is always on point. Everybody in there is super nice. It's always a great time. It's a good party. Last year for PCA had lot of different cutting lights going on over there.
Yeah.
Not enough time in the day to do everything you want to do and all that. When it all goes down at these trade shows, because so much goes on, and you want to hit it all, and you're just like, but as soon as I hear something's at Tap and Ash, forget it. I ain't going to go to any other events.
No, I don't either. I love Tap and Ash. I love the way they do things over there. And the only place I do go to in Vegas is the Indian Paiute shop, because they charge no taxes. I go buy all the stuff I like. Yeah. And then one of my Mason brothers, he's running that shop. So that's all good. I go in and visit him too as well. So.
So how many are you kind of spread out in retail shops across the country, or you just have a select few?
168 lounges.
Damn.
Stupid. Don't.
So where's your so what would be your biggest market then?
Yeah, I travel. Yeah, I show up to your place. I got it. We got it. We make it happen. Look, I'm on the road a lot already, but I'll travel. Where are you located? So Dallas, Houston, Louisiana, Arkansas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Atlanta. 169. I'm sorry. Oklahoma. Hey man, I can't name them all there. Yeah, but those are the states.
No,
I'm in a lot of stuff.
Just curious.
I'm in a lot.
If you had a bigger market share in certain areas.
No. So basically, the southern states is where we live. Just because I try to keep the cigar affordable. That's number one. Oh yes, I do travel. I travel. Yes, I travel. Yeah. So he threw me for a second. I'm sorry. So I try to keep it in southern states because I try to keep the price affordable. That's number one. Because where I live at, the taxes are ridiculous. So I live in California, and our taxes are 85%. And so I don't sell a cigar here in California at all. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's a lie. I'm in 2 private shops in California, in LA to be exact. Yeah. So yeah, that's I say I'm 3 private shops in LA. Just launched them. So that's 173. Shit.
It keeps going up.
Yeah, it's real crazy. Because like after a while you just lose count of it. You just people call you, and I do cutting lights. So like my rule is that I don't like to send you cigars because I need to come do a cutting light there. I'm not sending you cigars. I'll send you some samples, but you can't buy cigars from me unless I show up in your shop and I mingle with your people. That's my rule. I won't do it. I won't send them to you. Nope. It ain't happening. Because what's gonna happen is if I don't do a cutting light there, nobody gets a chance to see me. No matter how, the cigar's gonna sit on the shelf. They're gonna just be like any other cigar. Yeah, they're gonna collect dust.
They are, and the one thing I've learned also working with a couple of different, working with a couple different brands out there. These shops want me to show up and work the humidor and I'm like, I don't have time to do that. But, I'm happy to come to a cutting light so that your customers know that we carry our brand here in the shop so they can see it. We can work out something, so.
We're one of the biggest cigar shops in Atlanta. We're in Cigar City, and they sell our cigars like it's going crazy.
Yeah, there you go. There's the superstar Mo.
Oh, Mo Dollars. That's my dude right there. Love you, Mo. Yeah. So yeah, it's just, some cigar shops you can say, hey, I can put my stuff in there because I know the owners and I know they're going to really push the cigar because they smoke it. So if I know the owner and I know the owner smoke it, I'll send it to you then because it's okay. So I haven't done a cutting light in Cigar City, but I am going to do one in August. but she done sold out already because she smoked a cigar. And then she trains her people and she let her people work in that smoke the cigar. So now I'm their favorite cigar. And they just sold the hell out. She just texted me the, hey, I need 5 more boxes. And I was like, me too. You know.
That's a good problem to have, is that brand owners who understand cigars and push cigars that they like and always are recommending cigars are the best customers out there. Because she knows your stuff, she likes your stuff. She's gonna match that cigar up with her locals that smoke something that may be a similar profile for them and go, I know you smoke this, try this. This is gonna blow your mind.
And the crazy thing about it is our cigar hits the shelf at $12 in the sweet spot.
That's good. I mean, you know, I'm not one that's been, price point to me at this point where I sit after 24 years of smoking cigars.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care about price point. If you have a good product and I like it, I'll buy it regardless of the price point.
Well, okay, so listen, it just depends on what shop you're in. So shops in Texas, they are ridiculous how they sell this cigar. And so it started off at $10. That's what the cigar started off at. The cigar is some of the cigars are $15 and some of them are $45. I don't know how the hell they got to $45, but it wasn't me. I promise you, it wasn't me. It was not me.
All right, like I said, I'm probably not going to spend $45.
I'm not either.
On that's kind of the thing when I talk to newer brands that have come out and they put their price point, and I tell them I think your price point's too high. I understand you're trying to make all your money back off of your first drop. You can't do that. You gotta learn. You're gonna take an L, but you gotta
take an L
because you want more people to get their hands on this. So instead of selling it for $16, sell it for $8. Sell it for $10. So you're not gonna make your money back, but you will eventually, as more and more people get their hands on it. You got to make more and more, and your manufacturer is going to charge you less and less per stick because you're ordering more.
Well, the problem is that people don't understand this business. That's number one. And number two is that people who get in this business that don't understand the business think that their cigar is worth $20.
I had a guest on last year, and I told him straightforward when he told me his stick was $18. And I go, look, this is a good stick. It's not $18 good. $8 good, not 18. Well, and I go, look, I get it. You're trying to make your money back. You can't do that. And that's why you're having a hard time why you're having a hard time putting in shops. Plus, you're making 50 count boxes. Look, if somebody likes your stuff a lot and they want to buy a box, they don't want to buy a 50 count box. They want to buy a 10 count box. Shops don't have room for a 50 count box on the shelf. Unless you're selling so much stuff that they're constantly having to restock that store, then a 50 count box makes sense for that particular store. But most shops don't want that. Shops, 10 count box, people want a 10 count box.
Yeah, they don't want to fill up their shelf like that. Yeah. They're not trying to put 5 prime real estate on a fucking cigar that ain't moving.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah, they're not going to do it. You want to talk to a shop. Well, where am I going to put it? Well, you got a big ass 50 count box. Well, I don't know. What are you going to move out of the way?
And then what they're going to do is they're going to slice that bitch down to $8 and then your stick still going to be $8 to move the shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're going to want you to come work the humidor so you can move your stuff. So, start out on the right side. Look, I get it. You want to make your money back. It's not going to happen. This is not the industry to get into if you think you're going to get rich.
Well, if you do it right, you can. You gotta be real slick about it, though.
But you've built that reputation over time to get to that point.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to get rich either, though. I'm still having fun. Yeah.
Yeah, you're having fun, but you know, you didn't get into this to get rich, and you took an L for a little while, and now that you've built your portfolio up, you've built the brand reputation up. Now so now the money comes in, and you have a bit more expendable income to play around with.
Hey, dude, but just something crazy. My price is still not that high. I think I only raised my prices $3 from when I started this. And the only reason I did it because people was telling me, "Hey, that cigar too cheap," and I was like, "What? You got to raise the price? What? You don't want a great cigar for $10? Nah, we want a great cigar. Yeah, see, we want a great cigar." We want to upgrade this cigar to another level. We want to keep it moving up. Yeah, I got that a lot. I got that a whole lot. So I said, you know what? To hell with it. I'll raise it up $13, $14, and people still buy it like it ain't nothing. So it's fine.
That is fine. I mean, you've earned that, and I've heard nothing but good things from a lot of people who I trust out there, and mutual friends that we both have, and when. And when people like that speak highly of what you're putting out and what you're doing out there, you're doing something right. If this wasn't a good stick, I would tell you it's not for me.
And I appreciate it.
But I dig this stick. It's good. The flavors are bold and rich. The tobacco tastes fantastic. It tastes prime.
Hey, you know something crazy? I'm smoking 2 cigars at one time. So that's your fault.
You said you wanted to smoke the same thing as me. So
I did. When I did this show, because I went.
You went with you said, well, I'm going to get a pregame in here.
Yeah. And look, I wasn't figuring to start that fast. I thought I was going to have at least like another 10 minutes to walk this down.
Well, you had as long as you wanted to sit and talk and open the show up about whatever you wanted.
Look, no cigar left behind, baby. No cigar left behind.
That's right. That's my problem. That's my problem when I go to trade shows, is I light a stick and then I'm like, well, I can't I'm only halfway through. I can't put it down. I got to finish this before I start up another one.
No, I smoke them both at the same time.
When I'm doing media stuff, I can't do the two at the same time. Trying to smoke and hold a camera and conduct an interview just don't work like that. I can barely handle one on it. So
you gotta get you a tripod, man, so you can sit the camera out. Bam, you ready to go.
I do have a tripod, but I don't show myself on. I don't get in camera, and I don't get in there and okay. Now because for me, nobody wants to see this mug on. Nobody wants to see that because it's all about this, and it's all about the person behind this. So I want to showcase. This is what I want to showcase when I go to these trade shows and I do and I can do interviews. Is I want the people to know about what's new. This is your new drop. Tell me about it, and let the people enjoy that instead of being distracted by this. I mean,
yeah, I agree. I got you.
It's hard being just this animal of pure ecstasy and sexuality out there that I want people to
Oh, hey, tell your girl M I love what she's doing when you talk to her. Tell her I love what she's doing. Tell her I love her get up. It's beautiful.
My work wife?
Yep. Tell your work wife, good job. She's doing a hell of a job. I love it. I follow her. I love her stuff. It's beautiful. Yeah, tell her all she need to do is get some Divine. Tell her she needs some Divine Leaf product, and she'd be great.
I will. I told her that I got a package in for me because we were talking on the phone. So she's like, "Well, I want some." I go, well, I don't know which ones I got. Which ones? Smoking stuff. I go, but I'll bring you some when I see you in Vegas.
Tell her inbox me, and I'll send her own package to her. I got it.
All right, I'll let her know. I'm sure she'll call me later tonight. She's probably watching. She's just not up in the chat.
Well, if you're watching them, inbox me, and I got you, baby girl. I love your work.
Yeah, she does a fantastic job out there. That's right. And if
You
anybody watched her content from Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival, yes, I was the videographer in that. In that,
good job. Good job.
That was me. I did that after in between laughing at her 700 outtakes. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Knowing secrets. She's gonna whoop my ass.
Yeah, well, yeah. She probably can. It's okay. You know.
I mean, I ain't gonna complain about it, but still. Yeah, no way. Yeah, I think that I like what I taste out of the cigar, and I also think I like you as a person, so that also helps with the influence on on the cigar, because you're always out there putting out good vibes and positivity and having fun, and I really kind of get the fun in the blend here in it, because how it starts off. We're showcasing out that filler to show off, and then we're showcasing halfway through. We're adding a little bit more in, and now we're ending this cigar, and we're adding some fun. It's the flavors are popping. We're dancing. We're having a good time.
Yes. It's getting a little bold at the end just because of the Maduro on the top. And you know what I really like about it, you don't taste tar. Even if it burns hot, you don't taste tar.
Look,
I know. I'm at the same point. Yeah.
It's pliable. Look, it's not squishy. It's not spongy. It's got a nice buoyancy to it, and it's burning cool. Like I'm touching the cherry. It's cool to touch. And so,
even this too. I'm smoking too. So that's the Divine Puro. That's the same thing. Look, I smoked this down to nothing because it'd be so good at the end. That's why I say no cigar left behind. I pulled out my bougie poker. So
your bougie poker. Oh, I got my bougie poker, a roofing nail.
Okay.
All right. Because I'm not going to spend all that kind of money when I could spend 30 cents for that, and it does the same thing.
Hey. I say bougie, but it's a.
One question. So one question I like to ask guests that is that when you're with your cigars, is there a chronological story being told with the cigars when you smoke them, that you get a feel that this is chapter 1 to chapter 7, even though they may not come out in order there? Like maybe your 6th drop is actually chapter 2 and all that. Is there a story to be told?
Well, with the OG2s, yes. It's a 5 set of cigars, and that's for my 5 children. So I have 5 kids, and so the OG comes in a 5-pack, and so my oldest, he's like a cool, golden white Connecticut. That's who he is. He's like that all the time. He don't change. He's steady. He cool. The wind blow, he's still cool. The sunshine or the rain, he's still cool. Whatever. And then my second son, he's the OG2 red. He's a little bold, because the Habano could be bold at times. You put enough Lajero in it anyway. It's a little bold. It's really nice. And then the barber pole is for my youngest son because he's a little crazy and a little wild. So, I got to watch him. He's 22 years old, so I got to watch him. And then my daughter, she's the OG2 black. She's bold and strong, That's who she is. And then the OG2 silver and gold that ain't nobody seen yet. That's my other daughter. She's very reserved, and she's very smart. She's very genius. She's going to medical school. So there we go. Yeah. So
all right. So and that's the order that would tell the story as we go through smoking is start with the Connecticut and work your way to
work your way down.
The one that's getting ready to be released.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been sitting.
I like that.
The last one's been sitting inside the factory for 4 years now. Yeah. So it's gonna be a hell of a cigar.
I like to try and find the story in the smoke, especially with a brand that I get into, and they do have maybe a little bit of an extensive portfolio out there. Can I find the story within the cigar? How does this story start? And try and build and find that story and let the cigar tell me about what's going on. Here's how this was made. So the love that was put into the cigar, like you said, it's about family. So
it's about family. It's about family.
Yeah. So
I'm definitely a big family dude. I love my family, and in my extended family too as well. My asshole brothers and sisters in Oklahoma and Texas. I'm in both groups. Those are my people. I love them. Shout out to y'all. I think it's a great thing that the cigar community comes together, no matter race, color, or creed. We smoke this and we get together and have a great time and have a great story. You have a great time. No one's trying to beef with nobody. We just having a good time, and that's what I love about cigars. You can be sitting next to a millionaire and you work at McDonald's. He don't know. We just having conversation. And we talking about the leaf. That's what I love about cigars.
Yeah, that's what I love about cigars too. I enjoy the conversation, the camaraderie. Maybe getting exposed to maybe some brand I haven't heard of, listening to other people tell their story with the cigar in hand, and I love talking with the brands because I love hearing your story because I think that's just as important as if your story connects with me and connects with other people, then the blend is also going to start connecting because we've developed that bond.
And that's why I love doing cutting lights, so I can meet the people, so I can smell like sheep. Yeah. Now, you rub shoulders with people and you get a chance to meet them. They get a chance to talk to you. We get a chance to take photos. We get a chance to shoot the shit. And, when I do cutting lights, I'm not standoffish. I'll get from behind the table because I have some people with me who work in the table so I can talk to people because I want to know what you think about the cigar. I really do. Like I really want to be talking about the cigar. We talking about what you love. I may be smoking something without a band on it because it might be something new. They be like, "What you smoking?" Oh, don't worry about that. I'm testing something. So and I have no, seriously. So I got a private stash I make for myself. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. So I got a cigar called the Don Puro. That means Mr. Cigar in Spanish. So the cigar was made maybe about 5 years ago. I have 5,000 of them. And I smoke them on special occasions because it's, just whatever. So one day, my ambassador, I accidentally sent her something by accident because I was in a hurry. I was getting ready to go to the airport. She's like, "Hey, send me some cigars. I got so and so and so." So I'm boxing up cigars and I boxed up her bag and I was reaching the humidor and I wasn't looking. I sent her about 5 of them. And then when I thought about it, I had already mailed the package. And I was like, "Damn, can I put them in there?" So I called her. I said, "Hey, I sent you some cigars by accident. Don't post them. They for you. They're not for sale. They privately for you." She said, "Okay." And then she smoked it. And so I get off the plane and I go on my feed. I go on her feed and I see like damn near 200 people comment on her feed about the damn Don Poorer. I said, did I tell you don't post that damn cigar? She said, cigars are not for you. They for everybody. So now, in 2025, the Don Poorer will be dropped because of her. So y'all tell Ramona you're welcome. It's a hell of a cigar. Yeah, it's a hell of a cigar. It's some tobacco that we had when we first started, and we saved a bunch of it, and we stored it for like the last 5-6 years. So it's really aged. It's really nice. It's a premium cigar, and it'll hit the market at $12 because I want people to enjoy it. I think that the cost of cigars are exorbitant sometimes, and it's a luxury. And I won't make people who don't have that much money be able to smoke a great cigar. I think that's just the main thing. It's not about the dollars for me at all. I'm okay. It's about just sharing the leaf and the love of the leaf with people, And I really enjoy this. This is love for me. It's fun. It's definitely a labor of love, and I want people to be able to afford our product. It's not about making $100 cigar and put $100 price tag on it. It's not about that for me, because I don't think no tobacco should cost $100. That's just me. That's it. That's just Orlando. That's just.
I don't think any should either. At all. No. Yeah. I don't think there's any cigar out there that I've smoked where I went, well, the high end, the $80, $100+ cigar, where I go, yeah, this is worth $100. Yeah. I've never had
that. No, me either. So I'm just not into that. I just want to make sure that people enjoy the moment, because people smoke cigars to enjoy them, and sometimes you smoke it and you have a moment that you remember we smoking cigars and da 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 da. You may not remember a cigar you smoking, but you remember the moment. And the moment is always beautiful.
We said her name and she showed up.
Hey, Miss M, how you doing? I was just talking some great things about you. I said I love your content, and if you inbox me your address, I'll send you some cigars. I got you, girl.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, we spoke her into existence. I knew she'd show up. She couldn't withhold all of this.
All that love.
Oh, she's like literally my best friend. I love her.
Yeah, you his work wife, so I was just joking about that. So yeah, if you missed what we were talking about, yeah, I just think cigars should be shared every day of the week. I don't think anything should be $1,500 that people can't afford. Like ridiculous things. It's crazy, man. I won't never do that. I won't ever have a cigar that's $1,500, $100. I want something to be affordable to people. Like I said, we make custom craft cigars and we make them for the people. That's what they're for. They're for to enjoy and to share with everybody else. I think that's important.
I think it's important too. And I think that's why your brand has taken off and has gotten to the level where it's at, is because you've put that
Chevalier, what's up, baby?
There you go, Mr. Schmedium. Glad you're here. Yeah, Chevalier.
Yeah, no, hey, if y'all need humidors, hit my boy Chevalier up at Chevalier Life. Chevalier, I want my shirt. We're gonna fight. But anyway,
he said he was gonna make a special shirt just for me. I've yet to see.
What are you gonna make, a medium? You don't want them.
He was going to make a medium-sized shirt for me.
Hey, listen. I walk up to Chevalier, put my hand on his neck. I'm checking his blood pressure, make sure he's still alive with them on tight-ass shirts. But anyway.
Of course, you got to check on him, especially when the weather gets nice, when he starts in with his thirst trap pictures out there, when he's out there with his, with his hoochie daddy shorts going. He's got that, he's sitting there. And he's all laid out. He's just like, yeah, I'm just enjoying a cigar. And I'm like, damn, dude, I didn't even know your skin was medium sized too. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Man, no, man. Yeah, them boys is crazy. And tune into to the lounge. I'll be on the lounge this week. I know I hadn't had an appearance, but I will be in there this week. I've been busy. I apologize. Y'all jumped on me the other night, so I'm coming.
Ah. Yeah, Chevalier, tune in. The lounge, conversations with Chevalier. You know, it only took him 3 years to get me on as a guest on his show, by the way.
Watch this. I ain't never been on a conversation with Chevalier.
I'm like, there's a dude that has 47 different shows, and he can't have me on one of them? Well, come on, man.
Hey, I'm his brother. He ain't had me on none. Ain't that something? I ain't never been on a conversation with Chevalier. Ain't that something? I've been on Ray's show, though. I've been on the Herford. Whoa. I see.
We'll have that busy for his small time show. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Stop it.
Stop. Get out of here with that. Too busy for your small time show.
Stop it.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. All right, sure. We'll let you believe that you got your small time show going on over there. Yeah, Mister. Although I will say it's the winter time, and so he's now becoming accustomed to the Canadian tuxedo and wearing all denim.
Oh man, no, Chevalier, my boy, definitely. Hey, Chevalier, I'm gonna be in Dallas soon. I'll let you know. We'll talk. I need them brambles, baby. Let's get them.
Well, it's 80 degrees. I wish it was 80 here. It's snowing, so you can have them. I'll send some your way.
Yeah, Chevalier is big time.
Chevalier is big time. That's right. Yeah, I think that you have that connection that you're making with the people out there and going, hey, I'm going to give you a high quality, good cigar, affordable price for you to enjoy, and let's all enjoy it together is what has led to the expansion of your brand a lot. Because I don't think that if you didn't connect with the people on that level and have fun and do what you do out there, I don't think you'd see that growth where you're at. The tobacco speaks for itself, but the man behind the tobacco, I think, is just as important as putting out a quality product. And I think you've mastered both ends of that. Being a good man.
Thank you.
Behind the brand and showcasing the brand. And hey, here's a good quality product that you can get.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love it. Hey, Chevalier, hit me up, man. I got some I know y'all was on me about these dang cigars. I got you. I'm always being beat up on about why they ain't got no cigars. That's how I get,
He says you'll see us at PCA. I'll believe it when I see it.
Look, he's saying the OG2 is fire. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Listen, Chevalier came to my cut and light. His wife bought probably about 15 OG2 whites. And then I gave Chevalier about 30 cigars. Chevalier went through, I want to say, about 50 cigars in 2 months. It was crazy. And I called him. I said, yo, Chevalier, you still got cigars? Nah, OG, them gone, dog. I killed them. They smoked all theirs too. And I was like, boy. But they get like that. So, certain things I like that we make, I put it a waste because I smoke all of them. I smoke them. I just go through them. I smoke about 8 cigars a day. So what I do is I order cigars for me. When I order cigars for the company, I make sure I got at least 5 bundles of everything I like, so I don't be smoking up all the church's money.
Now, are you having a booth set up at PCA, or are you just going for the cut and light?
I'm just going for cut and light. Okay. Like for me with PCA, maybe next year, because we'll be in a big box brand. So next year we'll do some things. Yeah, I got some things on the horizon. We'll be in like 3 big boxes. So, and then I'll go to PCA.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
So is that now where you're at, that you got that deal with the big box stores out there? Is that kind of your I've made it moment on that, or was there
Not
another moment that really
not
clicked?
not really. I mean, every time I see my cigar posted, I get excited. Like seriously, like when somebody posts my cigar, I get excited. I repost what they post. Like it's exciting to me. Like people smoking my product. Like, oh my goodness, I get excited every time I see it. Like I'm getting excited now talking about it. Like every time I see it, I'm excited. It doesn't matter where we are, what box we in. It don't matter to me. I'm excited when people are smoking a cigar and they post it and they enjoying themselves. That's what I'm excited about. Like getting in Total Wine or Bucky's Truck Stop or this and that. That don't excite me. Yeah, that's just okay, whatever. I mean, it's like, okay.
You're gonna be at Bucky's, huh? They just built one. They just built one down by me.
Yeah. So or
easy.
Or it doesn't excite me like that. Like it's not. It excites me when people are having a good time and they're having a good time smoking my cigar. That's a beautiful thing to me. Like that's the most important thing, that people are enjoying the cigar. Because you get some cigars, you don't really enjoy them, some of them. You be like, well, that's terrible. But for me, when you smoking my product and you enjoying yourself and then you tag me and I repost it, that's exciting. I have a good time. I really enjoy it. I do. And then if people invite me out to do a cut and light, I'm at the cut and light till it close. We're gonna have a party. I ain't no superstar, nothing like that. I'm just a regular dude. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. Like whoever been on here, been in our cut and light, they'll tell you. I act like I'm Puff Daddy. I stand on tables and popping cigar bottles and smoking cigars and having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I really am. I bring look, see facts. She'll tell you a good time. She'll back. Yeah. Look, I don't care if it's 100 people there. I don't care if it's 50 people there. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna say, man, when Orlando coming back? That boy, we had a good time. I'm serious.
But that plays into the brand, to the man behind the brand. I'm having a good time. Let's have a good time. My cigars are a good time. So, it all circles back around again to where you want what you're trying to achieve, which is, hey, togetherness. We're coming together over that, fermented dead plant matter is what we're.
Yep. And good whiskey. We're going to do that every time. I'm bringing it with me. I bring 5 bottles of whiskey in my suitcase every time I come. And I do. My issue was a victim.
I don't think it doesn't take it. Look, she's probably the perpetrator, not the victim.
No. I'm definitely the perpetrator. I'll be like, hey, stop babysitting that drink. Come on. Yeah. Hun Fred, and I'm telling you, I'm getting people drunk. Yep, whiskey. Yep, that's a fact. I'm coming in. Look, we're gonna have a party. We're gonna have a good time. I'm there to sell cigars, yes, but I'm here to mingle with the people. I want people to have a good time. And, I think that's what's lacking in our industry. That a lot of cigar brand owners or people, they got big time. So they're a lot of standoffish on people. You see people, hey, how you doing? How you doing? You good? Hey. You're going to get authentic me. I don't care if we sell 1 million cigars next year. I'm going to be the same dude today, tomorrow, and forever. And we're going to rock this motherfucker till the wheels fall off. Yep, it's coming.
That's awesome. I love it. Is there any markets out there that you're not in that you would like to be in?
I want to be everywhere, except California and New York. Because them taxes ridiculous, boy. Them taxes over there is ridiculous. Yep. Hey, don't start that, Chevalier. Don't start that. No, them taxes ridiculous.
I only want to party with you if you bring the hoodie. If you don't bring the hoodie, I'm gonna be.
Listen. I'm gonna bring the hoodie. I'm gonna bring the hoodie. I'll bring it. I'll bring the hoodie.
Because I want to look at it and I want to go. let's see. I remember when he got that hole in that hoodie when he dropped his ash on it.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I wear the hoodie, because it's a cigar smoking hoodie, and I didn't drop it. It has many holes in it too. Like if you get up close to it, like you can't see it far away, but you get up on me, you're like, why you got so many holes in this? That's the ash right there. They be dropping. I be trying to hold the longest ash, and it just go poof, poof, and it set shit on fire.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it makes. That was the first thing I ever noticed when I met you. I was like, this dude's wearing this ratchety ass, dusty ass hoodie.
And you say it every time you see it on. Orlando, you got how many of those hoodies you got?
Yeah, how many?
I got a bunch of them.
That's right. You get the red one, the black one, the blue. Yeah. But it adds. Look, it just kind of it adds to the nuance of the greatness that's being put out by the cigars. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. And I look at these, and I looking at the cigars and seeing that, damn, dude, there is a definite the quality on the tobacco. Just looking at this is already exceptional. I can see the difference. I tasted the difference, the way that the tobacco tasted. Yeah, I've had similar cigars to the one I just smoked, but yours was better. The quality of the tobacco was better. The nutrients in the soil was shining through on that. The blend was banging, man. So
thank you, man. That's one of my favorite sticks too. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's a look. I appreciate that, dude. I really do. That's it's one of those cigars that I try to smoke every day. Because it's really a great cigar. It's one of those things I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna smoke. I didn't smoke the whole bundle by myself.
I mean, I probably could too. I mean, that was a damn good smoke, man. Like it was there. I mean, do you go into you're blending with an idea of what you want to do, or do you kind of freestyle it?
So it depends on how I'm feeling. So most of the times I'll sit down and I'll smoke, because I smoke a lot of different things, and my palate is really refined, so I can pick up nuances in what tobacco is, what kind of tobacco they use, and I'm like, dang, that tastes good. What is that? And then I'll say, okay, I think this is what this is. And I say, okay, what's compatible to that we make, that we grow? And then I'll say, okay, we grow this. Okay, that tastes like this, and I'll start putting it together piece by piece by piece. So it takes me probably about, like, if I'm not busy, it'll take me like 3 days to put a blend together. If I'm busy, it might take me a month. Like that, and I'll go back to it. I walk around. I got a pad that I walk around with. I got actually a pad that I hold in my hand I keep it in my backpack. I travel with it everywhere I go, because I smoke everywhere I go. So, and I go to lounges, I walk in lounges. They don't carry my stuff. I don't care. I'm just walking in lounges. I'll pick up new cigars I ain't never seen before. And I'm smoking. And I like this about this. And I like this about this. And I'll write it down. And now people be looking at me, what the hell are you doing over there? They don't know who I am. So, well, a lot of people know who I am now, but that's a whole other story. So yeah, I do that. So, it's strange when you see people who know you and you don't know them. Yeah, that's strange. Now
I remember that first moment when that hit for me, and I still find it odd to this day that people still want to take pictures with me. I'm like,
oh, me too.
I'm like, seriously, you want to? Okay, I mean, if you want, I mean,
yeah.
Joe wanted to know if he wasn't able to make it to Tap and Ash for your cut and light. They're in SoCal. Where are they available?
Hey, inbox me. You tell me what you need, and I'll send them to you. I'll send them to you directly. Yeah, I'll do it. I got it. I got a humidor you can walk in at my house. So yeah, well, I can walk in and pick whatever you like.
Look, I don't think it's weird that you sit there and you take notes on what you're smoking and what you like, what you don't like. Especially when you're trying to put together a blend and you're trying to put together something unique, and you find unique flavors in something you smoke, not to replicate, but to make sure you're not copying what you what somebody else has already done. And I get it. And I think it's, but I don't think it's weird. I mean, look, I take notes on every cigar I smoke. You know, and I'm constantly updating my notes. So I don't think it's weird. You know, maybe I'm the weird one. You know, because I sit there.
Yeah, maybe too.
You know, and
me too.
I've got 16 5-inch thick binders filled with basically 20 some years of notes of cigars that I've smoked.
You know, like one of my favorite cigars is the Omar Ortiz Maduro. I love that damn cigar. Have you had it?
No.
Listen. The cigar costs $8 because the cigar costs $8. It's the most fabulous motherfucking $8 cigar you're gonna ever smoke. I promise. If you can't listen, if you see it somewhere, because they're rare, because they always sold out, you'll find an empty box somewhere and you'll go in. Listen, every time I see that cigar, I buy 10 of them because they're so hard to find because they're that good. The Omar Ortiz Maduro is fucking excellent.
Okay.
And I don't promote other brands on my what you call them, but that right there, that's one of my favorite sticks. Yep.
That, you know, and it's good. You know, I think.
Yeah.
Look, you look at this not from the aspect of I'm a brand owner out there, but you look at it from what I can tell. You look at it as you're a cigar smoker, and you enjoy.
I am a cigar smoker. Yeah.
And so you blend mainly, like you said early in the interview, you blend mainly for you. And if people like it, that's great because you're blending for you and your palate, your style out there. But you're a cigar smoker. You have the appreciation for other brands that are out there, and you enjoy smoking, regardless of yours are brand A, B, or C.
Yep. Yeah. So that Omar Ortiz, man, that if I can find if I can find him in 100 count, I'll buy the whole damn box.
That's it. Jack and Chevalier, please. You don't need to lie to kick it in here with me, all right? But I appreciate it. You guys are flattery will get you everywhere and everything.
Everywhere.
That's right. But I'm not going to give you anything for it. I'm just going to soak it
in. You know, if you tell him you got that, he got them OG2 whites, Chevalier.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, can't have it. Sorry.
You said you can't have it. Sorry. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something else funny about these cigars. So when people get them, they don't like to share them.
I can look. I can see why. Like I have gotten some stuff in from brands where I tell brands I'm like, look, I only need X amount to do what I need to do. What for the content for the show for a little later on posting. That's all. This is what I need. If you send me a box, I'm gonna give the rest away to people so they can enjoy it. But every now and then I get one that comes in, and I'm like, I ain't sharing these fuckers with nobody. These are mine. This shit's too good to share. Sorry to you people out there. I'm keeping this box for myself. All right.
I'm telling you, it's funny. It's a funny thing. Like when I meet people and it's like, hey, I don't even share your cigars. I keep them in a special humidor. I keep them over there. And people come over. I say, yeah, y'all get this humidor over here. And I just be laughing. I was like, man, they made to share. Share. No. Okay. It's all right. She said. Look, Mike just said, hell. Mike said, hell no.
Look, look, you that's a compliment though. You've got good stuff out there that people don't want to waste it on anybody else. They want it for themselves. And that's a true compliment to the brand, to the blend, to you that I like your stuff. And I want people to smoke your stuff, but they got to buy their own.
See, yeah, that's what they say. That's exactly what it is. They got to buy their own.
They got to buy their own. It's good. I'll tell them all day long, hey, the shit's quality. It's good. You'll love it. But I'm not going to give you one. I'm sorry. Don't
And
worry.
so the funny thing about it, I was in Dallas. I just came to Dallas to visit something. I didn't have any cigars. I think Maisha had some. I said, Maisha, give me one. And she said, no, you gotta go buy your own. I said, Maisha, that's my cigar. She said, I ain't sharing it with you. So we was at a shop in Dallas that carried my brand. I had to walk in the shop, pick some cigars up, and so I get to the counter to pay for them. He's like, what you doing? I said, I got to pay for these cigars. He said, no, you ain't got to pay for them. You good. He said, why you? I said, I ain't got no more because we get to Dallas. I sold out. And I had no personal stash. I sold everything. And so, see, look, she wouldn't give me none. I was like, she's like, you got to wait till you get home then. I was like, what?
That's a real friend, though.
Yeah, man.
That's a real
something
friend.
else. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. You know, every now and then I run into someone like that, and I'm just like, well, I planned on giving some of these away to people, but no, they're mine. They're mine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Again, it's like that. I understand it. So now, what I do when I go cut lights, I put an extra box in my bag. I mix my bag up, and I won't even pull them out. I'm smoking what's on the table.
I usually roll. You know, I got my backpack, and I roll with stuff in it. You know, because I always know no matter where I go, you're always gonna have that broke ass fucking punk that can't go and buy his own fucking shit. So I got stuff that I carry with me, so that way they can feel like they're part of the crew. They can hang with us because now they got to smoke and out there. But I think that I've reached the point with a lot of it where I'm like, nah, dude, you got $10. Go buy one. Go buy one.
Yep.
You want to
Yep.
you want to come hang over here with us? Go buy one. I'm not your supplier anymore. I'm not your plug. I'm not your plug, man. Sorry.
Yep. I'm not your supplier, sir.
That's right. That's right. I may know the supplier, but I'm not sharing. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
These are mine.
It.
I brought these for me. All right.
Okay. You might go to the cash register and get you some. Mm-hmm. Oh man, this cigar get better every time I smoke it.
I bet. Man, I'm excited. Yeah. Now I'm really excited to dig into your portfolio.
Man, hey, smoke them all. Smoke them all, man.
I'll smoke them all. I'm excited. I thoroughly enjoyed that barber pull. The blend was banging, full of just great deliciousness in there. I think you nailed it. The tobacco. I'm super impressed with the quality of the tobacco. I mean,
thank you.
That really right there, for me. Even if that blend wasn't for me, would be enough for me to want to try more of what you had, just based upon the quality of the tobacco.
Oh yeah, the tobacco's good. It's definitely good. Yeah.
On there. Hand it over to you before we end out. Anything you'd like to promote?
Hey, follow me at So Divine Leaf and light them up and enjoy life. If you want some cigars, just inbox me and I'll take care of you. The website will be up in a couple of weeks. The photographer is taking pictures of all the new cigars. We doing a whole new spread. So yeah, it'll be up in a couple of weeks. I just talked to actually before I got on the phone with you, I was just talking to the web designer. Yeah, the web designer. So yeah, and then you'll see wherever we at. We'll have a chat feature on there. If you want to chat with me, you can hit me up because I answer all the Instagram stuff. That's me. So if you want to talk, you want to call and smoke, we do that too. I don't know any other brand owner who does that, but I do it because I think it's fun. It's a good time. Yeah.
If this is your first time being introduced to Orlando, if you're watching on YouTube, on there I got links to everything him down in the description, so you can get in contact with him through all of the social media outlets on there. And awesome, man. I loved having you on. Thank you so much.
Hey man. Thank you so much. I know it's a hard time me down, so I apologize for all that, but I appreciate it definitely.
And next week, got the great Vlad from Som Cigars will be my guest. He's got a new cigar that dropped If you saw the Tuesday live review show a couple weeks ago, we had him on. We live reviewed that stick. It's a banger. Glad to have Vlad on. Years and years of experience out of that guy. So that will be a great show. No Tuesday show tomorrow night, so you get a break from having to look at this ugly ass mug for at least another week. And guys,
good, baby.
That is it. Thank you so much, chat. You guys killed it and rocked it as usual. I always appreciate you guys popping in and keeping the chat hopping. You guys are the real heroes out there and helping keep the show going. And so we're going to end the show now. So thank you guys so much. If you missed any part of this show, you can catch the replay. It will be downloaded and put up on the Rumble page on Wednesday, so you can watch it in its entirety and look at both of us glorious men having a jolly good
great time.
That's right. So take care. Be safe out there. Don't do anything Orlando and I wouldn't do, because we're both sweet and innocent boys, and we'll see y'all later. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.